welcome to the first video in my minor region preview series for Summer Split 2022. I'm doing Oceania first, the LCO. You're probably wondering why didn't I do CBLOL first, because I have a lot of Portuguese fans, but it's because Oceania is listed as starting their split next week, which is the earliest I see out of anybody. So I have to get this video done before I go out of town, because I won't have time to film it before I come back and the split starts. So if teams make moves over the next couple days, so be it. They should be pretty much set in stone and scrimming. I have the teams ranked here 1 through 8. A little blurb about why I have them there. I'm going to just use that as my reference. And then I have the top 3 players in each role listed here. You're probably not going to be able to read that. That's more for me. So go over, maybe that'll help you understand why I have the teams where I do. Obviously, this is all based on stats. I have not watched a single game of LCO play, and to be honest, I'm not going to lie to you. I probably won't watch a single game in the summer either, because I watch the 4 major regions. I don't really have time outside of the 4 major regions to watch more league. So this is what stats tell me, but comment down below. Give me, your opinion if you watch the LCO. What are these teams like? What do you think is going to happen this coming split? Do you think it's just going to be Order going to Worlds or what? I have Order first, clearly. Despite losing Kevy, I still believe that every role is the second best in the region. Based on stats, they are the best team. 5th place jungler, I believe they got him from Direwolves. I'm not certain, but I believe so if I recall correctly. So they have an established jungler, and they are top 2 in each role after that. Pentanet Gaming, I have second. Pentanet GG. Their jungle mid are both first going into summer based on spring stats. Actually, this is how I'll do this video. Winging it. So Order second in each role besides jungle. You're probably like, how is that so? BioPanther I have as the best KDA from spring and the second best CS per minute. Clearly getting ahead in his lane. We see that year after year. BioPanther somehow goes international. There is no coincidence. Second in each role except jungle. So Kisse, we saw him in MSI. I was actually really impressed with his play in Game 1, his first game against G2. Afterwards, he struggled a bit, but he did have aggressiveness to him. His champion pool is an Ocean. His gold share was really high too, so he was definitely a carry player for this team. I did think he looked very, very good at MSI. Puma, second in KP, gets things done out of the 80 carry slot, third in CS per minute. And Corporal, I have third as support. I believe he might be tied for second based on the algorithm. He's third in KP, fourth in champion pool, so he's upper half in the region in both categories. Obviously, with 8 teams, there are really only 8, maybe sometimes 10 players in each role I went over. Some teams used multiple players and still may use multiple players in summer. When it comes to Pentanet, like I said, jungle mid duo are first in their roles. Balkan is first in KP. So he's first in kill participation, kill share, gold share, and gold per minute. So he makes things happen. He gets kills. He gets gold because of it. He carries games. Yuri in mid, second in CS per minute in his role, second in KP, gold per minute, and gold share. Same situation. So clearly, they're making things happen. He gets gold. He fights, probably alongside his partner in the mid lane and in the jungle with Synergy. They are second. Chiefs Esports Club, I have third. They have the second best jungler, third best bot laner in Arthur and Reyes. Reyes obviously has been around a long time. We saw him in the LCS for a couple splits. Arthur, first in CS per minute, second in KDA out of the junglers, gets ahead, doesn't die, good player. Reyes, obviously established veteran, third in CS per minute, second in gold per minute as a result, as well as KDA, so he doesn't die either. I believe Chiefs Esports Club might have been first in spring. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was possible. you see a line here based on, I tried to do a tier list almost. So I believe these three teams are better than the rest. I believe it's between those three for the world's bid. Fourth place, we have Peace, who has the top laner in the fourth ranked support. Thean in top, and Beats in support. I don't have, obviously, only the top three players in each role listed here. So Thean was first in CS per minute, which resulted in more gold than anybody else in the top lane. He farms well, and he has the second biggest champion pool, so he makes things happen in top lane. But in my opinion, and I mean based on stats alone, being the best top laner is not going to get you to Worlds, in my opinion. You need players around you. Fifth place, Direwolves, Jungle, and Bot are holding them back. Poltron and Frosts. Frosts was not that great this past split. And Poltron, I believe, has not played. I think he has one game listed as a player. So he was 8th, needless to say, and that dropped Direwolves like a rock. So theoretically, if Poltron is better than the worst jungler, there is room to grow for Direwolves specifically. Mammoth, I believe, has the top 80 carry and the third ranked jungler based on stats, but everywhere else they are struggling. The reason why Voice is the top rated 80 carry, which may surprise people, because Puma, Reyes, Pradith are below him. First in KP, kill share, second in gold share, and champion pool. His champion pool is an Ocean. He gets into fights, he gets kills, that results in gold. That's a good damn 80 carry. Jungler, Mayfan, first in champion pool. I believe he played like 15 champions in 20 games or something, which is crazy. And second in KP, so he's making things happen. His champion pool is massive. Another really good player. I have him 6th, however, because of the other roles. 7th, Gravitas. You see another drop-off here. This is probably, you got the top 6 making the playoffs, and then 7th is clearly 7th, and 8th is clearly 8th. Gravitas is 7th. The only good player on the team, in my opinion, based on stats, is in Trust, and second at support. He had the biggest champion pool out of all the supports by quite a bit. Maybe it was only one champion, honestly. I don't have the stats in front of me. But everybody else kind of is a mix, where he is like upper half of the LCO in the 3 categories I use to care about supports that I don't watch. When I watch them, it's more of, okay, who looks good and who doesn't. And last, I have Kanga Esports. The best player is the 4th best top laner and lived, and I don't have any stats here because he wasn't top 3. They really are struggling in every role. There's not a lot there for them to hang their hat on. So theoretically, they are in the basement and they can only go up. And I mean, really, this makes sense, because I think about the LCO, Order clearly making it in MSI, PGG, we know Pentanet from last year's MSI, Chiefs Esports Club's been around a long time, and Reyes is an established player. Peace, solid team on paper. I mean, I don't think that there's really much to say after 4th. Like I said, Direwolves can only go really up. Poltron has no stats. I believe he has 1 Shaco game. So, obviously, I don't watch the LCO, really. This is all based on stats, so don't crucify me in the comments. But at the same time, I would like a, scouting report correcting my opinion is fine, because my opinion is only based off of stats and not watching them play. Who do you think is going to finish first in Oceania? Who's going to go to Worlds? Do you think that it's going to be a competition between Order, Pentanet, Chiefs Esports Club? Are there any players that I'm overrating? Any players that I'm underrating? Yeah, so comment down below. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for other videos where I cover the other minor regions. I know the LJL will be last, because they start last. Probably going to do CB low. PCS, VCS, we don't know when they're going to start, so maybe those videos will get done sooner, because then I'll have them for when they, start playing. All of a sudden they say, oh, well, we're going to start playing in 4 days. Then I can pop out the video and be done with it. So those I'll probably just sit on for now. But thank you for watching if you made it this far, and I hope you come back for more content.